I'm talking to Lacey Richards, and Lacey's a senior major in applied psychology, and you're doing an internship right now, aren't you, Lacey?
Yes, I am.
You're interning over at McKeesport High School?
Yes, in the guidance office.
So, how's that going?
It's going okay. I like it. I was a bit surprised. I didn't think I wanted to actually work for lessons, but I really like it, and I'm applying to grad school for school counseling.
Oh, okay, great, great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Lacey, I'm, of course, interviewing you because you've done some research with Dr. Mazur, which I think has great potential for attracting national attention.
Right.
And let's start back with the project that I guess you did as part of your internship last spring?
Right.
Okay. So you did 3 credits of research?
Yes, it was 3 credits. I did with Dr. Mazur.
Mm-hmm. And could you tell me a little bit, like just briefly summarize what you did?
What I did?
Mm-hmm.
I set up the coding sheet. I supervised two other students,
mm-hmm.
and I set up how we would gather the information, and I helped gather the information, and then I believe they helped me. All the 3 of us coded the information,
mm-hmm.
and then I put it into the computer, and I ran a little bit of the analysis with Dr. Mazur, but she did the majority of that, and I helped figure out what it meant, and then write some of the parts of the paper.
Okay.
The presentation.
Now, was this your idea, or did the 2 of you develop it together?
I was a research assistant for another study she was doing,
mm-hmm.
and with Laurie, I don't remember.
Oh, right, yes,
it was with looking at the blogs online.
Right.
And I helped gather information for that and help them put it into the computer. And from the results of that, she found this interesting. And I told her that I really liked doing the research,
mm-hmm.
so she asked if I wanted to help or if I wanted to have a bigger part in it, and I wanted to, so because I enjoyed doing the research. I liked it.
Okay, so you hypothesized. Let me back up a little bit. You were looking at in this most recent study, you were looking at MySpace,
right,
and adolescents' social networks,
right, to see if they were similar, different, strangely different from how they socialize in regular offline.
Right, or in real life, as we sometimes
I don't say real life because on the computer they're still alive. But
right, offline,
right,
or face to face.
Right, face to face. That would be a good way of putting it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And you did find that they were very similar. Is that right?
Yes. There were a little differences, but nothing very significant.
Okay. So then you submitted this to the Pennsylvania Psychological Association.
Right.
And you won the best student undergraduate
research poster presentation. I believe is what the exact title. I'm sure. But
that's all right. We can
about that. You'll see in the picture when
that's
I send
right.
it to you.
Okay.
Because it's me and the poster, and I have the award.
Great.
So you'll be able to probably read what's on it. I'm sure.
That's perfect. Okay. So then that was the preliminary. Those are the preliminary findings from this study. So you continued to work on analyzing it and writing it up and submitted it to
fixing any data that might have been a mistake.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For the Society for Research in Adolescence.
Yes.
Okay. And so that's meeting this weekend, and you're going to present the poster.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what your experience was like at the Pennsylvania Psychological Association.
It was interesting. They had little workshops that you could go to, and I believe I had to pick one ahead of time. Actually, since I'm an undergraduate, they chose one for me, and it was preparing for an internship in graduate school or something like that. But the I don't want to say teacher, the instructor of whatever the workshop was supposed to be, something happened. It was a car wreck. I don't know if it was her or a family member or something, so she couldn't be there. So I got to go to which one I wanted. So I went to one on, I think it was Dreams. It was okay. It wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be, but it was okay. But I got there and I set up my poster and I just stood by it and waited, and people went around and would look at it. Most of the people were just interested that it was online in adolescence. They were kind of disappointed that it wasn't the predators or anything like that. I think people still have an interest in that concern. But there were a few people that found it interesting and asked me a few questions. But for the most part, I just stood there. And there were, I'd say, probably about 15 other people there. I'm not around that number. In the poster presentation, there were a lot more other people.
And then when did you find out that you had won the award?
Beforehand, actually.
Oh, okay. So you went there knowing that you had won the award. Okay.
Right. I believe I found out whenever they sent me all the information, like the program and the selection to pick which workshop you wanted to go to. I think that's whenever they had it in there. I didn't find out whenever I found it ahead of time.
Well, that's good.
Right. I would have been very shocked.
So, I know my experience at presenting posters has been similar, that a lot of people don't actually look at your research, right?
Right. They look at the topic, and if that's not interesting, they walk on by. Or if it's similar, maybe it's something they've seen. But I think, because this is a lot different than what most people talk about when it comes to adolescents, I think that's my opinion.
Right. Now, I think at SRA, because I have been to that conference too, you'll get a lot more attention from people who are actually doing relevant research. So the people, I hope some of the people who are actually doing the face-to-face social network research might come by.
I'm excited to see what other people have. Hopefully I get a chance to. I was looking at pictures because I wanted to make sure I had because they have Velcro, and at PPA they had thumbtacks, and I need to bring the Velcro. So I wanted to make sure I was putting because I cut it because I don't want to put it on there until I get to the hotel.
Right.
So funny. And I wanted to make sure I was going to put the right side on, so I wouldn't get there and I'd have like 2 soft sides or 2 hard sides. So last night I was checking the requirements because I thought it was the rough side that I needed to put on the back, and it was. But I just wanted to make sure. And they had pictures, and it seemed like there were a lot more posters, so I'm a little nervous. So there's going to be a lot more people.
Right. Well, you could potentially be in a gymnasium-sized room with posters.
That's what it looks like from the picture that I saw. But, I don't know, more people to see, I think.
Right.
More to talk to.
Right.
That's another good thing about going to these conferences. Talking and networking with other people.
Right.
So.
We would like to get a report, of course, when you come back after spring break. And are you and Dr. Mazur planning to then write up your research for publication?
She had said something about she hoped to. I don't know. We were been focused on getting this all put together. So she said she had hoped to do that. So we'll find out.
Okay. So I think I've asked you all the questions. Okay. Tortured you long enough.